Hello, welcome. What is good, guys? Tone here, ready to play some more Path of Achra with you guys here. Really been enjoying this one lately, and really enjoying discovering it and learning the game and all the different skills and interactions and all that good stuff. So looking forward to playing a bit more here right now. There was a little update here. You can see we're on version 0.5.3 from 5.2, the Pain Cleric update. They added a lot of little... I guess we can't see it on this screen, but different things that might have been like a little confusing with just the language that was used, the keywords and stuff got updated a bit just to make it a little more clear and transparent what was going on with some of these abilities, so that's pretty cool. I noticed that this guy got changed quite a bit, no longer percentage based and a little more obvious like what these abilities do when you raise them. Little saddened that I did not get to mess around with this before because I felt like you could make some really strong stuff with it, but this looks better. I think the dev even said that they were going to buff this a bit, but they wanted to make a change there. They added some prestige classes, which were really pretty cool. Also, I learned how to look at the prestige classes, which I will show you guys in a moment here. But there was the update's called Pain Cleric, and there's one of them they said was Blood and Death Magic, I think. It makes you a Pain Cleric or something like that, which looked pretty cool. There was a shape-shifting one got buffed, so it does like a ton of damage in an area whenever you change forms. That sounds fun. The other one was called Paragon, and it is for something to do with allies. I don't know what the combination to get there is, but I guess it applies buffs on the player to your allies as well. So all these prestige classes seem really cool. We've only really seen one in practice, I think. I actually did get the poison one on that good poison run I had off recording the other day. But really cool stuff. Really enjoying the game so far. And I think we're going to keep doing what I was doing and just doing random stuff. Maybe we'll tweak a little bit now that we are getting a feel for more of this stuff and to make like a more coherent starting class, if it makes sense to do so. If we see enough abilities, I think I might start like actually just trying to play into something. Like I've been wanting to try like the Tengu Sparkform or whatever. Sounded like a lot of fun. Maybe try something like that now. What would that pair well with? Lightning damage. That's the thing, is I don't know all the stuff pretty well enough. Like I feel like this one is going to be pretty good. And then what dude here do we want? Priest is new. Applying any effect to an enemy, deal blood damage to the target. That's cool. Anoint. Plus 20 hit, plus 10 dodge. Is even more dodge? Screw it. Let's try something like this. Gives you a bonus to hit. You know what? We're making a build right now. Let's see how we play. Let's see how it goes. What do we want? I feel like strength is always pretty good for getting some gear. Oh, we have very low life, so vigor could be quite good. Let's go grab some vigor here. That's a huge bonus to our life. So yeah, I was gonna try Sparkform here, but I don't think we start there. We could though. And this, I keep forgetting, this is applied at the start of the level. Ton of speed, attack range set to 1, block and armor set to 1, so dodge is really important. Per stack, deal 10 lightning damage to all units in a 2-tile range on attack. Screw it. Actually, that doesn't help us in this first level, so hopefully we don't have any trouble here. Because it is an on-entrance ability. Plus 1 charge when you enter a new area on here. Oh, and these burn all of their charges when you use them. The Zealot was really good on this when you would... Because it recharges these fully. That was a really strong pairing with this. I think that's like a natural pairing that you'd probably see in a lot of good builds. Let's continue here, and before I do get too far ahead of myself, I will give my usual reminder that if you guys would like to support this channel and my other work, you can do so over at patreon.com/tonehack. Feel free to check that out. Alright, we got 10 levels of Sparkform. I'm over encumbered. We just still have really high speed. So I think 10 speed is 1 turn, so I think that means we're moving 4.5 times per turn? Game turn? This cannot be lowered past your minimum, which is determined by strength, or... I need to like read some of this stuff more in depth, but it's pretty good fun to feel this stuff out. I need to take off a lot of this equipment because our encumbrance is hurting our speed a lot as well here. We do have this maxed out, so now we're getting the benefit here. I guess I should go over what we are actually doing here real quick. The Tengu gains charges when they attack. Charges make all your attacks do more damage. And if as those stack up, that can add up to quite a bit. Our religion here, if we have a fully charged prayer, so right now we're at 3 of 3 with our tier 1 prayer, we deal 30 fire and 30 lightning damage in a path to an enemy, so I can hit multiple targets if they're in the path. So it gives us a nice little damage boost there. That's why I didn't want to use my abilities. And the thing is, if you use any of those prayers, it has a huge effect, but it uses all the charges, and you have to let them charge all the way back up, which for our current one would take 3 floors. So you'd lose that for quite a while, but so you generally probably don't want to do that, except like in an emergency, is my take on it so far. I mean, you could just ignore this on one of your prayers and just get value from that prayer, like once a floor or something, and that might be more value overall. It really depends what you're doing. And the Templar applies Anoint on prayer. Actually, this is a bad combination, because we, like I just said, we don't want to... I didn't notice that was on prayer. But... Wait, on kill, if you have Anoint, apply 3 Anoint to you. So we're going to want to pray early on a lot of floors so we can start stacking Anoint, it looks like. And that gives us a lot of hit and dodge. So maybe that combo wasn't that good, but we're going to be praying a lot more than I expected. Now we have the Sparkform, which is giving us big speed bonus, and then we're dealing lightning damage to all units nearby on attack. That actually doesn't sound that good outside of the speed right now, but if charge gets applied to that, the high speed means we can attack more, means we can charge more. I can see the starts of a synergy here. Plus, we're like a lightning guy. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was functional. That was very functional. I'll take it. What? I feel like I should keep raising my vigor a bit here. Maybe. I don't know. We are so fast. Willpower always feels really good. I think we're going to want strength at some point. Let's just get more vigor here. And I did want to take off a bunch of this stuff, lower our encumbrance. Our armor is 1 while we are in Sparkform. Where's my dodge so low? Minus 10 per encumbrance above strength. Okay, we just don't have a lot of dodge yet. We need to crank our dexterity to get dodge. Okay, yeah, so I'm 50 base from 5 dex and minus 2 from the encumbrance. Well, I am going to keep the weapon equipped, I think, for now. We should find a lighter weapon eventually. Swift Blade, that sounds lighter. We are entangled. We are dealt damage on step. This is heavy armor, it looks like, high encumbrance. We're probably not going to do this. This is interesting though, it deals damage based on your total encumbrance. That works well with the strength build. On the Swift Blade, yeah, we're going to equip this right away, even before I look at what it does. I just saw the encumbrance. Okay, so now we are unencumbered. Speed is very high. Our dodge is low at the moment. It's because we're entangled. High accuracy, great damage. On initial attack, perform an extra attack against the target. Initial attack is your first attack with each weapon on a attack. But things that apply to initial attacks don't apply to extra attacks. It's kind of the reason there's a distinction there. So this actually works really well with the Spark. because extra attacks get bonuses from spark damage. I really like this as a first drop here for us. I'm going to go ahead and destroy a bunch of this stuff because I don't think we're going to use it. That one actually has some decent resist. We can actually equip that. No penalty right now. I'm curious to use this and see if the Anoint carries over to the next floor. We have here purple leggings, ceremonial blade by a blood mage, magic staff, pair of heavy emerald leggings. Well, I don't want the heavy leggings. These are the same enemies that we've been shredding. Should I start raising our dex? I think I'm gonna go raise it a bit here. This is pretty cool. We are moving very far without doing anything. So what did one turn do for us here? We got blocked. We shocked them twice. And we got our extra attack. They got shocked again. Oh, there was 2 bramble priests. So I think we shocked both of them, and then we shocked both of them again. Yeah, this is working pretty well so far. This is 10 lightning damage per stack, which is doing 10. I think we're getting 10% damage from our willpower from that. I'm not completely clear on what damages the willpower influences. I think it's like any elemental damage for the most part, and then usually you get +% hit to affect the hit. We're very fast. We're moving almost 6 times per turn. This is looking kind of cool so far. We should start looking at what to do next. And you only get 10 turns of this, but you do so much in those turns. It's kind of wild, actually. The Anoint did not carry over, so I'm going to work on building this back up. Oh no, you got an attack. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Strength is very little for us. Block and armor don't affect us in Sparkform. The life is good. The plus hit is good. The minus damage taken is good. I think we're mostly going to grab this if we feel like we need more encumbrance. So that'll be like an on-demand thing. I think Dex is a fantastic place just to put points in, and so is Willpower. And also Vigor to a point. I'm going to save Vigor until we actually need healing, I think? Maybe? I don't know. Let's get our Dodge up. And actually, let's read what Dodge even does. Because I don't know how the mechanic works. Your maximum score to dodge an enemy attack must beat enemy accuracy. If so, the attack is dodged. So we're going to need a lot of dodge to beat enemy accuracy, I think. On a lot of guys. There's always a 10% chance to fail. These guys have 50 accuracy, so we should be beating them on dodge. Did we dodge attacks there? Breaks our guard. And Tangle hurts our dodge quite a bit. A Sange Blade. Sange, that must be a root like Sanguine. I'm even saying that right, which is blood-related stuff. Another light weapon, good accuracy attack. On step, apply 25 bleed to one enemy in a 2-tile range. I like that. We're stepping a lot. Let's put it on. And remove this. I need to get our encumbrance up now, but I'm going to keep both of these on. Leggings. 50% of damage is dealt as death damage for on dealing slash damage. We're doing slash damage, so we could use that. Is it dealt again? It is. I think a lot of our damage is not coming from that direct slash, especially because we're not raising our strength, so it's probably not that good, but that's a way that we could proc death damage very reliably, especially with the extra attack here. We could kind of get like 3 death damage hits per turn if I wanted to spec into some death stuff here. It's really intriguing. So I'm seeing some synergies. We can go into blood, we can go into some death. Let's go to the Emerald Tower. This feels like a good time to get Vigor. What killed? Oh, that's the blood damage killing those guys. Blood damage on step. Wow. I think I will heal when we enter the next area. I can also upgrade our Sparkform, which is just going to give us more stacks, but that doubles the damage. Let's just go ahead and do that. Then maybe we'll look for a synergy with our next skill points. For low health, I'm going to use a prayer here. So we got our Anoint. Now our Anoint is really stacking up. Look at our dodge now. Okay, this is actually a pretty sick synergy. I think our deity choice was incorrect. Maybe for now. Because I think we want to pray on every map. I guess we get full stacks on these if we end up not using them, and we can just like use the healing prayer or something, but we're getting absolutely insane dodge. This is pretty cool so far. I'm gonna pray. We're gonna shred some stuff. Do I even need dex? I'm gonna start raising my willpower. We're getting so much dodge from Anoint. Anoint, kill. That blood is doing a lot of damage, it feels like. 25 bleed to one enemy, and then bleed does 5 damage per stack, so it's doing 5 times 25 damage. On their stepper attack, okay. It would be insane if it was on our stepper attack. We do have to keep in mind, be careful of when we are bleeding ourselves, because we step and attack a lot. Alright, Burrow King. Willpower up. Oh, I was supposed to raise our strength at some point. Alright, what do we just get? On being attacked, deal psychic damage to an adjacent enemy. Damage equals your speed times 2. That works kind of good for us. It's like 120 damage. On standstill, deal lightning damage in a path to 2 enemies. The damage equals 5 times your speed. Hold up. Huh. Now, a lot of our stuff is on attack, so I feel like we want to attack usually. But that could be very good for us. 5 times our speed, so that's like 60, that's like 300 damage to 2 enemies. What's our Sparkform doing? This applies on stacks, so it's a little... They're a little at odds with each other. I think we'd rather use Sparkform. This gives us extra attack, so I think that's proccing multiple times. Yeah, I think getting attacks in is a lot better for us. This is heavy. Gives a lot of resist. Blunt damage. Probably not something we'll use. Large Hardened Glove. Crackling Purple. That sounds lightning-y. Go for the Crackling Purple stash. imagine, yeah, we're dodging like all kinds of stuff now. Alright, let's get our strength up. No longer encumbered. These guys are applying ice, which punishes us from standing still. Something I learned on one of our recent runs. So starting to learn like the status effects is becoming a really important thing and valuable thing. So what does this do? I'm dealing astral damage, 50% of it is dealt again as lightning damage. Okay, so that doesn't really do much for us. Also, we're getting a lot of charge. Cutting for like a ton of damage. Yeah, this build's looking good so far. Robe abandoned by a volcano dwelling sage or a heavy battle spear. I guess we'll go for the robe. Let's get our vigor up. All right, we have 2 spells now. One just does damage in like a path. I'm gonna use that so we can have the healing set up more as an emergency. That killed a ton of stuff. A path to 5 enemies. Now our anoint got applied after that did the damage. That cleared the whole floor. Wow. Jeez. That is insane. It's clearing the floor on 1 charge. It deals 200 fire and lightning damage in a path to 5 enemies. Repeat for each charge. We're only doing it on 1 charge. It's doing it 5 times. When there's a path like that, that means it's hitting 5 of these guys for like 400 damage a pop. It's doing more than 200. Is that because we have charge or something? Oh, it's because of my willpower, probably? Yeah, I think so. I'm going to diverge from Sparkform soon. I just get loot? Yeah, we did. On dealing more than 50 fire or lightning damage, you remove Scorch and Freeze from yourself. Well, we do more than 50 lightning damage all the time. This could be like permanent, no Scorch, no Freeze, which sounds pretty nice. Even though Freeze doesn't do a whole lot for us because we don't stand still. I don't remember how Scorch works. So we see Scorch here. Dealt 10 fire damage on game turn. So that's probably worth just throwing on to have that, like, essentially immunity to those elements. Alright, what kind of synergies can we have here? On adjacent hits, deal lightning damage. Non-adjacent hits, deal lightning. On dodge, deal lightning damage in a path to all enemies in a 3-tile range. Okay. We're gonna level that one up. Because we are dodging a lot. Mage's Head Crystal, chestplate fashioned from enchanted ice. Pair of dual purple arm guards. Storm Knights, they sound like they probably have lightning res, so let's just go here. Taking a lot of damage here. But it is fine. Oh, we can heal on this floor. Bit of a waste of that full stack, but it heals us and we get our anoint stack going. Kind of want like 10 willpower. Actually, we want to take 1 strength so I can put that armor on, I think. Want to level this up again? Even more damage? Probably. What else might we end up getting here? Per skill, +3 speed. On prayer or step for each level, deal lightning damage in a path to 1 enemy in a 2-tile range. The damage is equal to speed times skill level. Whoa. And this goes up exponentially with skill level, or like quadratically, I guess. Because the damage goes up based on skill level, and the number of attacks goes up based on skill level, and it adds to our speed. I like this a lot. I think I'm gonna wait for this. This is a... oh, it costs 6 to learn, wow. I can see why though. 2 charges of that would start looking really strong. What else do we have here? This applies extra charge on hit. This gives straight up dodge per skill level, and on dealing pierce or slash damage, we deal lightning damage and a path to the target. Wow, that does a lot of lightning damage. And it gives us more base dodge. It only costs 3, that looks really good. Dealing lightning damage with targets with 100% life. Perform a number of 100 damage hits against the target, you go to the skill level. So this would basically end up hitting every target. These give you allies that apply charges to us. I don't think we need that. Storm Calling, this summons ball lightnings. On attack. Ooh. Just getting 1 hit of this sounds pretty strong. Then we had some synergies with blood and potentially death damage. On hit, heal yourself. This might be pretty good on our build, actually. We take more damage from all sources, but we heal ourselves more on hit, and I feel like we're getting a lot of hits. This is on dealing blood damage to an adjacent unit, and we only do blood damage on move, which means it generally won't be done to adjacent units. That's probably not a good heal. I do want to start looking for a way to heal ourselves, but we don't quite need it yet. Do extra dodge if using bare fist. This gives you huge dodge, and on dodge perform extra attacks against adjacent enemies. This looks fantastic for us. And that costs 3 to learn. I'm liking that. That might pair well with this where we heal on hit. Okay. That's agility. I think we're gonna go for agility at some point here. This gives us speed. I want you to two-hand though. Gives you a good benefit for two-handing though. Let's hold our points. I need to get Anoint going? Yes. I dodged his attack and he died. Beautiful. Blight Gauntlets. Dealing more than 50 physical damage, apply Doom to the target. Doom per stack. Dealt 5 death damage on being attacked. That is pretty good with us. It gives us 2 death synergies. This is on dealing slash, which is physical damage. So between those 2, there might be some intriguing death options for us. I'm seeing a lot of summons. I feel like we'd have to make something out of these top 3 skills. Doom is like an inverse charge. Charge increases the damage we deal with our attacks, and Doom increases the damage that enemies take when attacked. Also very similar to the Doom mechanic in Hades. On stance. It's really his top 2 we would use. That doesn't seem compelling enough. I think this Death Tree really wants you to do necromancy stuff. I don't see anything that like really pops off on dealing like death damage, except this deals doom damage. Or this applies Doom. Equal to skill level? I don't know, it all seems kind of... I'm not seeing the benefit there enough to do that. I'm considering this for healing, if we can get a lot of hits happening. Not quite yet. I'm really liking agility here, and then potentially technique, which is even more speed, and more attacks if we end up two-handing, which I can probably two-hand this and not really need this blood thing as much. That's 25 bleed, that's pretty freaking strong. This is damage based on bleed to a number of enemies. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't want to diverge too much until we maybe see what... Oh, here's the prestige class thing, by the way. You just have to hover this. The 20 lightning gets us a class. I don't know what it does, so we're going to want to go there. We're at 14. I think we want to hit that at least before splitting off. So I'm really looking at Electromancy. And what was the other one? This one looked pretty good. The Scara. I feel like we should go into Electromancy. Just always gonna hit that tower. I want to keep going to Willpower. Oh, that killed everyone. Good stuff. That's a lot of people. This is insane even at one charge. Vigor because my health is getting low there. I kind of want Vigor in general too. Our health is really low on this build. And we don't start out that durable, because our dodge isn't super high to begin with. It just gets high quickly. You know, advantage to the healing one is that we don't kill everything that could be giving us annoyance stacks instead, so maybe I should be healing. But also killing everything is pretty good, so it's hard to say. I think I'll stick to the thing that clears the screen. Oh, we have 5 here already. I think it took 6 to get our one that we were going for. Oh geez, I will use the healing here. They're annoyance. Oh, huge poison on game turn. 5 per stack. We're taking enough poison damage to kill us in one hit. This is a huge problem. Actually. Is there any way we can, like, on attack, remove all sickness from the target? Something that, like, removes sickness from us or something? Let's remove sickness applied to us. Too late for that. Like, it reduces the amount that's applied to us on application. This is a problem. I'm gonna hit this. On hit, heal ourselves. How much am I hitting? Which ones are hits? Just this cut? Guide on hit, attack that connects and deals damage. I am really concerned here. How do we get healing? Heal on dealing fire damage. Want to hit heal yourself, but take more damage? The time to build into that, maybe? Might be too little too late. We're in a bad spot right now. I think I might take this as desperation here. Heal 5 times skill level, so we'll heal 5 per hit. Maybe close to 10. Is that enough to do anything? I don't think more damage is going to save us. This guy has 200 accuracy. I have 200 dodge. Was there one that healed on dodge? This one heals on being hit. And you do extra attacks. It adds encumbrance for empty slots, which actually over encumber us. If I took it right now. I have 5 points. If I could take this and the other one, that would be pretty good, but they both cost 3. I think I'm gonna just try taking this. Yeah, I just... oh, I got poisoned. Scout poisoned us for 252. I think that was this proccing. Yeah, it was. Oof. Okay. So that was a really strong build, but we got like... Oh, this guy had 90% lightning res too. And fire res, so our prayer wasn't effective. 8 sickness to the target. Okay. Sickness is minus hit. The more I play this, the more these status effects, understanding who applies them and how bad, how they do damage, how they impact your build, and when it's getting out of hand is really important. Now, I think we mostly got trouble here because of the damage resistances. Now, I was looking to diversify, but not quite yet. But this was something we just could not compete with. These poison stacks built up fast. I didn't appreciate that they were going to do that so quickly. If I opened with this, would that have helped? No, it seemed like they were too tanky. How much health did these guys have? We don't know. That is too bad. But that was a really fun run. It was kind of... not even kind of. It was very fun to plan out a bit of a build beforehand, like theory craft just a tiny bit, and then see if we could execute on it. And this did end up being like really strong. As I play this, I am learning like the points of failure, and stacks of certain abilities are, or status effects are a pretty big one. So keeping an eye on stuff like this is significant, and then knowing what scenarios can get a lot of those on you, and learning how to deal with them, which is another one of those things that feels a lot like DCSS, where like you have to like recognize when you have like dangerous enemies on screen and figure out how to deal with that. And that's something that hopefully next time I see these Fae, I will recognize. But this was a really fun run. It's a little sad we didn't get a little bit further there, but it was really cool to build around that and kind of see how it went. And that was super fun. So we're gonna leave this here for now. Of course, we are defeated. But I think I am going to be looking forward to playing some more Path of Achra here. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm going to see you all next time. Usual reminder, check the links in the description below. You can find my Patreon if you want to show some support. You can find my Discord if you want to come and hang out with me and the rest of the community. Wonderful place. You can find other links down there. But for now, I am gone. I am out. I am taking off until the next session. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. See you all next time.